දසනකාන්ති චූර්ණය සහිත ලීවර් ආයිෂ් දන්තාලේපය දත්වල ඇති ප්‍රශ්න 10ක් වලකයි.
The book titled Foreign Policy Perspectives on Peace and Reconciliation was held recently at the official residence of the Speaker of Parliament in Battaramulla in Colombo.
Foreign policy is in the forefront in a country. Anybody world looks at the foreign policy before dealing with the nations.
Peace and reconciliation is something that we have been seeking, fighting for, but still to achieve in full measure. There was a mention by the Justice Minister about the period in which we had to struggle with the world at large. Regular sessions coming up in September as well. For the last several years, I would say over a decade now, continuously and with greater vigor all the time, on Sri Lanka's issues due to lack of reconciliation and peace at hand. So therefore, we are going through a phase where we are dependent both on the domestic agenda politically and on the strength of our foreign relations in order to overcome some of our challenges that are facing not as a nation only but as people in this country from small to big, irrespective of who we are. Today we are suffering because of the economic downturn and the isolation we have got into in the world at large. Our friends that were there have disappeared from us. The ones who could have helped us are watching us in terms of wanting to know where we are going to turn to. These are challenges. But at one time, we had one of the best engagements throughout our 70 years of history. That engagement got dented to the extent of the world lost respect to us.
While we were having this close economy during the period of 1970 to 1977, our foreign policy was somewhat different to today. But after the shifting of this economic policy, when the economy was open after 1977, that our course of foreign policy has been in a different way. But at the moment, it is rather complex subjects, difficult to understand as to what course that we should follow. On one hand, that there is a conflict, the crisis internationally due to the war situation in Russia and Ukraine. On the other hand, that there are economic crises in many parts of the world and over 60 countries are very badly affected, including Sri Lanka, and ours is one of the worst.
Present situation, it is challenging, but it is 100% possible to turn around. We are very confident as entrepreneurs, but there are certain things has to be adjusted. It is very sad, all over the world, all have problem, but those countries don't expose to the level we expose. They cover up all the stories, their media is controlled to a certain level, even Dubai and etc. But unfortunately, we publish every time in the front page of the newspaper or media negative article, which is affecting our businesses very badly. We need to have a system where to publish positive news, where many investors will come to Sri Lanka. I am 100% confident we can bring foreign currency. There's no issue at all. The problem is the investors get panic through the negative news because news, they don't know whether it's a truth or what. It's all accelerated and fabricated. Economic policies also has to be changed. We should not go to the IMF agendas and World Bank policies. We should have economic growth policies for our own country. You will ask what you mean by that. You see the interest rate suddenly revised 30%. It is impossible to do a business in Sri Lanka. So therefore, a lot of people are migrating to Bangladesh where they are getting a lot of foreign currency of garments. So the economic and fiscal policy should support the economy of Sri Lanka, not to copy from other countries where they have a different pattern of businesses and the model.